to all my other videos, I look like a fat ass. I made myself some egg sandwiches, but really it's just like almost one, just, yeah. So I got here Ezekiel bread, which is like as healthy as you can get. I mean, we're not talking about like multigrain, I'm talking about like sprouted bread. And then on the other one is rice cake with egg on it, just to kind of keep the carbs down, but also something to kind of keep me filled. So let's get started, shall we? Yeah, you know, with like black coffee, it's crazy. I used to do like cream and sugar, and for the longest time, like we're talking like years and years ago, and then I decided to get healthier and get fit, or at least lose some weight, and it was number one things I changed was no cream, no sugar. Or no, sorry, I did sweetener and milk, and then I cut that out and went to black, and it took me about 3 or 4 tries. And I've been able to drink black ever since, and that's when you know coffee tastes like garbage or not. But here we go. Where's a Subway bun as a napkin when I need it? ASMR, bro. That's good. Yeah, it's really better than that's 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 better than like any Tim Hortons breakfast or like sandwich. In my opinion. So like I eat like eggs like every day. Oh yeah, that's where it's at. So for a little insight, so guys, I eat every morning, almost every morning. Like I'm not OCD or anything. But what I do is I do 2 eggs and 2 egg whites every morning. It's usually what I have for breakfast, unless I, decide to change it up. And the reason why I do that is to cut out the fat as much as you can have healthy fats from eggs. But, if you want to get really technical and really get down to the nitty gritty about your health and food and diet, egg whites are a really good alternative. But with the Ezekiel bread too, yes, I'm not going to eat Ezekiel bread all day. Like, bread's still not amazing for you, but Ezekiel bread's probably the most nutritious, the most, like, no sugar, no nothing. Like, it's a little bit more expensive. Whoops. Man overboard. It's like your most healthiest bread. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna be talking all day about bread, but yeah, it's probably your best. And yeah, and I do rice cakes a lot because rice cakes it's a good alternative to like a lot of times if my wife and I, if we're doing like hamburgers, like homemade burgers burgers. A lot of times I'll use like rice cakes instead. Like, I know people think that's kind of crazy. Like, well, don't you want your fiber from the bread? And it's like, yeah, but you're not getting that much fiber, and you don't have any idea how bad those buns are for you. Now, you can enjoy the little things of life, don't get me wrong, but if you are looking for an alternative, rice cakes, I'm not gonna lie, don't taste terrible with burgers. It wouldn't be my first choice, but it's alright. Especially when you get the mustard on there and with ketchup. It's actually not terrible. Time to clear the pipe. You know, I never really been a big fan of Tim Hortons. Like, well, before I go to DEFCON 4 on that statement, I'm just saying, like, I've never been a big fan of food, if that makes any sense. Like, the donuts, I can have one once in a while. Muffins, I used to eat as a kid, sure. The chocolate chip muffins were fire as a kid. I mean, how can you deny that? But, you know, the only thing I really go for is their coffees, because, again, if I'm going to have a Gmail or I'm going to enjoy myself, it's not going to be from Tim Hortons. I can tell you that. They went, like, downgraded. I would even say even from, like, 15 years ago, even from like 10, 15 years ago, even when I was a kid. You know, like, things have changed a lot. I think when I was a kid, I think they baked they had their baked goods made in-house, but I could be wrong. I mean, I might have to be digging back to, like, 1990s, like, stuff, right? But, yeah, I don't know. But anywho, long story. I'm not a big fan of Tim Hortons food anyway. And I have some people in the comments saying, like, this is gonna be disgusting. I promise you, it really is good. Like, and this rice cake is I think it's like the popcorn rice cake, so it's got a little bit of corn made with the rice. But it's really, really good. I mean, like, I think if you eat something long enough, you kind of get used to it, right? Yeah, I should have brought napkins. I had to cook it with a little bit of olive oil. I didn't have any spray, so my hands are just a tad greasy, but they're not bad. That's why I was give you guys a little bit of sounds. That wasn't my intention, but hey. That's right. I'm not touching anything too expensive, you know, not like my $1,000 camera and, you know, $500 phone and, you know, everything on this table. Kidding. No, my hands are not that greasy. It's just, you know. You know something? I never really even been a big breakfast person, you know? breakfast person, and my wife knows this. And yeah, like I don't even eat pancakes anymore. I used to as a kid, obviously, like sausages, all that stuff. I don't eat sausages. I mean, of course, if it's in like a meal and I'm like somewhere, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. But like, not like I'm not gonna go on my own accord and eat sausages and pancakes and stuff. I just don't, or waffles, nothing like that. Like if I go on vacation, even on vacation, like if we had to stay at a hotel for the night or something, next morning I'm just eating like eggs, and eggs. Depending on what else is there, but yeah. But again, I'm on vacation, so once in a while I'll put up with cereal. You know, I gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy the little things. That's a golden rule, you know. Oh man, so good. I'm not just saying that for the video either. Like, oh, it's always good every time. Like, never fails. You know, never ever fails. Also, another weird quirk of mine that you guys will learn is that for me, if I ever get coffee or make it myself or whatever, because you know I can't really control how far, like how high up it's gonna go on my got cat hair in my mouth. Yeah. I sometimes can't control like how much like it depends on how big your glass is, right? Or how big your mug is. Excuse me. How like I mean you have your preferences on your Keurig, right? But like depending on how big the glass is and or Jesus mug is, you know sometimes it's hard to find out how far it's gonna go up in your glass. So if it gets up too high, I have to dump it out a little bit, and I always pour in a little bit cold water in. So I always kind of take away a little bit of the strength of the coffee, and it's always been a thing. And I always cool it down because I like to drink my coffee right away. I'm so impatient, and so with this, they filled it up to about here, about right here in the cup, right? Which I mean, kudos to them. They should, right? And but like I took it down from like here to like here. I know you must be saying like, Luke, you're crazy. You're wasting your coffee. It's like, yeah, but I put in a little bit of cold water, cool it down, and then I'm ready. I can just drink it. It's not piping hot. It's warm, but it's not piping hot. Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah, that's good. I mean, Tim Hortons probably my favorite coffee. I mean, I can put up with McDonald's, but you know, maybe that's for another video. So guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching my video. Always be sure to like and subscribe for more content. I will try to upload once or twice a week, and I just appreciate the support and just the past week I've had so many people leaving great comments, and whether you like it or not, that's completely up to you. If you liked this video or you didn't like it, still leave a comment. I'm open to constructive criticism. I never take anything personal. So thanks again, guys, for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video. Okay, see ya.